You asked me that, okay, how about like the final exam? Will it be the online examination? The answer is yes, because this class is 100% online course. So that means all the examination will be online exam as well. So that means we are going to have the same similar way of like having the examination as we had on midterm um, that means you have to use WebEx you have to turn on WebEx with your camera and then I'll just like give you the exam paper on e-learning and then you have to use Power BI to complete it and after that you just like submit it to me in the e-learning as well so that means during the examination I myself will be the proctor because as I told you earlier that okay on final exam I'll be the responsible person and I'll be the marker for exam final exam as well. Oh, by the way, yesterday I had the meeting with Ajahn Veera who is a course coordinator. Right now he just like finished marking the score already, but now he's finalizing the score a bit and you just like send it to me so that I can just like see on our sections the finalized score and then I'll announce to you on e-learning so before I announce on the e-learning I'll just let you know first. I will notify you on our line group that we are going to see the score but it's not now. You just wait first because I have to finalize it maybe on Friday. You should be able to see that okay by the way on last class we talked about Power BI in column creation and the calculation in the column already today we are going to talk more about the calculation in columns and also we are going to create like some more things in Power BI and also I will have the team assignment for you as well as the extra credits so that it can help boosting up your score that is extra credit for free if you just like feel like to have extra score just do it okay I'll explain about the team assignment later right now I just want to talk about the um, what to say I want to talk about the Power BI so everyone just like open up your Power BI programs and then just like open the file that we like use it as the ABC sales files so in this one I want the first file that we created with the columns because on last class I show you just like the ABC sales that without the columns we the things I did last class was that we just like getting the CSV file or comma separated values file in our ABC sales so the original file that we got on last week it's the ABC sales as well but in here if you have a look okay let me just like show you a bit this is the one that we had on ABC sales that we get all of the sheets from one file only from one file only oh I'm sorry Ajahn Veera just make me a phone call just won't be long okay everyone Ajahn Veera just um, let me know that okay, he's finishing the finalization of the score already. He will send me the email very soon. Okay, by the way, let's come back to Power BI. Just have a look on this file the file that we had in this one. If you have a look um, on the data tab and if you go to the order details, we must have the new columns that we created starting from this one, the gross sales that we calculated from unit price times orders times quantity okay. So in this one, okay, let me just upload this file for you just in case that anyone who didn't attend the class on last Wednesday we had this file. Okay, just won't be long okay. It's on e-learning already for anyone who don't have this file, you may download this file as to use for your Power BI so just let me show you first. It's here it's ABC sales with column as of /04/11/2020 this one is the file that I'm using right now it's a file here okay. So for this file when we got the column on last time we can see that we can create the new column in order to calculate something on your table once you create the column, every single records or every single rows of the data will be calculated in the same manner. For example, if we are talking about the gross sales you can see that the formula here say that it's from unit price times order details unit price times quantity you can see that in this one when you would like to have the gross sales here in every single records or every single line the gross sale will be calculated from unit price times quantity like this so we call it as a column because every single row will be displayed, will be calculated and put its value in this new column okay. The column that you created can be a calculation like this one that you multiply some values together it can also be the it can be also the constant value like the VAT or VAT column. You can see that in here I put the constant by just once I create a column I put 0.07 0.07 just a little bit more in Power BI it's a bit different from Excel because whenever you have to enter or create a new column and put the constant on Power BI prefer you to use 0.07 than 7% because if you remember on last class when I create the new column so in order to create the new column we just go to table tools and then you can see that we have new column once you click create new column here ครับ if I put 7% let's see what happened นะครับ so you can see that in here it shows the error นะครับ because in here for the Power BI นะครับ if you would like to enter the percentage นะครับ it prefers you to use 7 divided by 100 or equals to 0.07 นะครับ so now I'll just like try another one if I use 7 space and then percent what will happen นะครับ in this one it shows the error as well so that means นะครับ that means Power BI นะครับwill think that if you use percentage นะครับ if you use if you use percent symbol in Power BI it means another special character instead so that's why when a column is a calculation like this นะครับ you have to use like a specific value for example you use like the 0.07 instead นะครับ or if you use 7 divided by 100 right now in this one is okay too นะครับ no problem at all but not with 7% symbol นะครับ okay this is a column that we created so if the column is wrong and you don't want it anymore you just delete it นะครับ okay this is what we did นะครับ so when we have the columns นะครับ when we have the columns already and then we just like would like to calculate some other things นะครับ you may be able to just like calculate you may be able to calculate the column by just like refer to other columns that we created before นะครับ for example here okay let me just see first okay for example นะครับ if we say that okay for the net sales นะครับ for the net sales นะครับ it comes from the hang on it comes from the columns that we created นะครับ in here you can see that it's from gross sales that is another column that we created subtracted by discount amount that we created as well the way in order to refer to the column นะครับ is that we just type นะครับ we just type the column name directly นะครับ so you can see that in here the gross sales is a column that we created by ourselves นะครับ it's not original data that we get from Excel so the things that we have to do is that we just start typing a part of the column name in this case you can see that when I start typing gross it shows order details gross sale this one can be read as we will use gross sales column from orders detail table นะครับ so in this one you don't need to like type everything you just click นะครับ double click on the bubble that it shows you that this is orders detail gross sales นะครับ and after that you just like let's say if you say that you want to subtract with the discount amount you just start typing discount amount นะครับ you can see that in here is discount amount here นะครับ you double click so right now you can see that this is to refer to the column to another column that we have นะครับ to another column that we have นะครับ okay so you can see that this one นะครับ is the easy way in order to create a new column in Power BI นะครับ so another thing that you have to know is that there is a possibility that you have to use the column นะครับ or the field from another table what should we do นะครับ what should we do you can see that in here นะครับ you can see that in here okay let me just like delete my new column first I don't want to use it okay okay let's begin with this นะครับ everyone you just go to the orders table นะครับ you just go to the order table นะครับ in this one I will create a new column in the orders table นะครับ so everyone let's do together นะครับ just go to orders table นะครับ and then go to tables tools click new column นะครับ click new column now we are going to create a column called commission rate นะครับ commission rate okay so I rename the column first to be commission rate นะครับ commission rate and they say that commission rate is 1% นะครับ is 1% นะครับ so it is 0.01 นะครับ or 1% like this. After that you press enter. So the commission rate column will be created in the table order here นะครับ will be created in the table order here. After that after that นะครับ I want to calculate นะครับ I want to calculate the commission amount นะครับ in the orders detail table นะครับ and in this one if I say that commission amount นะครับ okay let me see first okay. commission amount นะครับ okay let me just like start writing down the formula for you นะครับ okay so right now if I say that the commission amount is the gross sales นะครับ multiply by commission rate okay suppose this is the formula that we have to use นะครับ in order to calculate the commission amount so in the orders detail table here you can see that there is the gross sale นะครับ column here but the commission rate is not in here if you remember we created the column called commission rate in the order นะครับ in the order table นะครับ so how do we gonna do it นะครับ in this one นะครับ let's see suppose I say that I create a new column นะครับ and call this column as commission amount นะครับ as commission amount and then they say that I just like start with the gross rate นะครับ start with the gross rate multiply by commission rate you can see that once you type COMM it doesn't show any field or any column called commission rate what's the problem then in this one you can see that the problem is that because the commission rate นะครับ is not the commission rate here นะครับ is not in this table นะครับ is not in this table so that's why once you just try to use the way that we did before นะครับ by just like typing a part of the field name or column name in the column it doesn't show anymore นะครับ so when you have to use or when you would like to refer to a column from another table นะครับ if you would like to refer to another column นะครับ in another table the things that you have to do is that you have to use a function นะครับ a function in Power BI the function that we have to use in here is called related นะครับ we will have a function called related functions related functions is a function that we use in order to refer to another cell to refer to another column from another table but นะครับ but in order to use the related function in Power BI those tables must be related in the model so in this one นะครับ you can see that if we have a look in the model it is like this okay let me just show you first you can see that orders นะครับ and orders detail they have the relationship right they have the relationship so that means if you have, or if you would like to have the commission rate นะครับ from the orders you can do it นะครับ you can do it นะครับ so that means นะครับ in one order you can have like many orders details นะครับ so what does it mean it means that okay in one order นะครับ suppose you have an order number 1 2 3 the details is that okay it has many items that you order in this one นะครับ so this is order and this is order detail when you would like to have the commission rate นะครับ from the order it can just like give you in this one นะครับ but on the other way around นะครับ if you would like to use the VAT นะครับ or VAT in order detail back into orders you can't do that นะครับ what do I mean the reason is because in each order detail you may have like different VAT นะครับ if you would like to refer it back to orders นะครับ by using the column calculation it doesn't know what rate that you have to use just simply because if the orders detail some item you have VAT rate for 7% some of the item or some records you have VAT at 0% that's why you can't do it backwardly so if you would like to know that okay can you relate นะครับ can you relate that value or not นะครับ the easy way to notice is that firstly if you use related functions and it doesn't show anything to you นะครับ that is one sign that you should know that you can't relate that values together but on the other way around นะครับ if you can see the related functions and it just like show you that field name or column name that means it's okay and another one นะครับ the easy way to notice is that if you try to relate the column from another table and it doesn't show anything and you want to make sure that you do something wrong or not just come to the model screen นะครับ like this and then you just see the relationship line นะครับ you just see the relationship line like this นะครับ to see whether it has the relationship or not นะครับ like this one we have it the next one นะครับ see the arrow symbol here นะครับ if you see the arrow symbol here นะครับ if you see the arrow symbol here นะครับ orders detail can get the value from orders table into this one นะครับ so on the other way around if you say that okay what about the backward way you can see that because the arrow comes to this way นะครับ the arrow comes to this way that means this table นะครับ this table can use the data up from the left hand side table here but on backwardly it doesn't work นะครับ that means if order table would like to refer to any column from order details you can't do that นะครับ we will just like see it in our example นะครับ how do we gonna do that นะครับ now I just go back to the table view นะครับ okay in this one I have to fix it first because I haven't finished entering the formula yet นะครับ I said that orders detail gross sales multiplied by something actually I want commission rate right but the commission rate right now it is located in the order table the things that we have to do is that we have to use related functions นะครับ so everyone you just type related นะครับ and then open the parenthesis once you open the parenthesis นะครับ the left parenthesis it shows all the fields นะครับ all the columns that you can relate to this table นะครับ grouped by the table name and then followed by the column name so in this one we know that we want to get the data from orders table นะครับ then you scroll to orders table and then you will see list of the fields or the column that they have นะครับ and you can see the commission rate is here then you just click commission rate นะครับ double click on it right now the commission rate is copied into this function already then you close the parenthesis นะครับ after that you just like press enter to accept this calculation to accept this calculation. So right now it shows a commission amount for us. If you want to make sure that whether the commission rate is correct or not นะครับ I will just create a new column and use the value from commission I'll use the value from commission rate in the orders table in here นะครับ I create another new column นะครับ so now I do the same thing นะครับ I name it as commission rate ครับ and then I just type related นะครับ because I want to relate and copy the data from commission rate field from order table. I go to orders table once again and then choose commission rate. Then I close parenthesis. In here, it means that I'm copying the value of commission rate fields from order table into this new column. When I just copy it already, okay, now I just press enter and see what happened. The commission rate here is 0.01. Let me just like have a filter a bit to see are there any difference of the value or any variation of the commission rate or not. No, you can see that every single record has 0.01 as the commission rate. And if you check from orders table, if you check from orders table, you can see that commission rate is 0.01 as we created before. So when we have this one already, now it will be easier in order to calculate anything because you can refer to the data from other tables that you have in your Power BI file. So this is what we call the related functions that we use in column creation that we use in the column creation. Okay, then up to this point, do you have any questions ครับ Okay, so if you don't have any questions นะครับ let me move on to another thing นะครับ another topic in Power BI. Apart from creating the column in Power BI นะครับ sometimes we want to know some a specific value นะครับ from that table, from a specific table. For example, in here นะครับ in this table we have gross sales นะครับ we have gross sales, we have VAT amounts นะครับ we have commission amount. The things that we may want to know is that for the discount amount, how much did we pay or did we have to give the discount to the customers totally? Or for VAT amount or VAT amount, we need to know that how much do we have to pay the tax to the taxation office? Because normally, once you receive the VAT from your customer, you must pay the tax to the taxation office นะครับ at the end of the month. It's your duty to do so. And commission amount, like if you may want to know that, okay, in this month นะครับ or in these orders นะครับ how much do you have to pay the commission to your sales representative นะครับ you can see that if you use column, it doesn't work because column here it just like create the value for every single records นะครับ like this one that you see. But in here นะครับ the things that we want is that we want to have the value นะครับ like the total value for each column นะครับ for example total column total commission amount, grand total sales นะครับ total VAT amount, total net sales, something like that. So what are we going to do in order to have that specific value? I can tell you that if you would like to have a specific value or calculate a value from the columns, the things that we have to use is that you need to have what we call a measure in Power BI นะครับ What is the measure measure is a calculation to get one value only นะครับ on any tables or on any columns that you would like to have. For example, if you would like to have the sum or total value of something, if you want to have average value of some columns, if you like to have the minimum values or maximum values นะครับ we have to create measures นะครับ we have to create measures in Power BI. So how can we do นะครับ in order to have the measure in Power BI, the things that you have to do is that you have to create a measure by going to table tools, and you can see that we have new measure นะครับ before we create new measure, you have to know first what are we going to do. In this one, okay, suppose I want to know our what to say, total tax amounts นะครับ total tax amounts, and we want to know total commission amounts นะครับ and if we want to know average นะครับ commission that we pay นะครับ so the things that we have to do is that we will create, okay, if we have three things to do, total tax amount, total commission amount, and average commission นะครับ we do like this. Firstly, we go to create a new measure first. We go to table tools and click new measure. After that, once you create a new measure, it looks similar to a column นะครับ because you can enter the formula here, but for a measure it returns just one value only นะครับ it doesn't show any values in this table at all นะครับ it will be shown by using visualization. Okay, now let's see first. Suppose I say that I want to find the what to say the grand total sales นะครับ hang on total tax total VAT amount, sorry, total VAT amount. I just rename it as total VAT amount นะครับ in order to just find the total tax or total VAT amount, I have to use the function sum นะครับ then we just try sum นะครับ and then just open the parenthesis. It asks you that which one or which column you would like to sum. In here, you want to have the VAT amount นะครับ in the table order detail นะครับ you go to order detail and then you will see, hang on, you will see VAT amount is here นะครับ double click and then you close it นะครับ in here, once you press enter นะครับ once you press enter, you can see that there's nothing in this table นะครับ it's just like flashing just that นะครับ so in this one, actually the total VAT amount is finished already นะครับ how do we know that it's finished นะครับ we just go to the right panel on the right hand side here, go to orders detail table and scroll down. You can see a calculator symbol นะครับ you can see a calculator symbol here, just one below. The calculator symbol here said that total VAT amount is here นะครับ this one นะครับ the calculator symbol here is a measure นะครับ so while other symbols นะครับ while other symbol like gross sales, net sales, they are just like the symbol like this. Okay, this one is different. This one is column นะครับ different from measure. Measure looks similar to the calculator, something like this นะครับ okay, now you can see that right now we have a new measure called total VAT amount already How can we see this value? If you want to know the value of total VAT amount, you have to use visualization to see it. Now, if you finish with the measure called commission, a measure called the total VAT amount already, you just go to the report view, for anyone who just like haven't finished, just like type this formula into your measure. And if you accidentally click on some other columns, if you just like click on some other column or some other tables already, and if you said, hey, where is my measure gone? I want to just like fix my formula in the measure a bit. You just go to the navigation bar on the right hand side panel and go to your measure that you created. This one is total VAT amount, right? Just click on there. The formula will come back in the formula bar here. Okay, so right now we will show the total VAT amount. In order to show total VAT amount, we have to go to the report view first. After that, okay, just find the blank place. In this one, okay, I create the new page of my report because I want to see the total VAT, total VAT amount. Okay. After that, the tools in the visualization that you have to use to show the VAT amount. If you have just one value, you have to use card. You have to use card. So once you click card, this is the card. You just like scroll down to the measure that we just recently created. This is total VAT amount. Just click total VAT amount. You can see that in here. It shows us for the total VAT amount that we have to pay to the taxation office. In total, it is $88.61 thousand. Okay. So this is the way in order to show the measure's value that we calculated. Okay. So the next thing I want you to do it by yourself. Okay, just won't be long. Okay, so everyone, please find out the create the total commission for me, please, and then just display the value of total commission in your report in the visualization. So just do it now. I give you 5 minutes to do it. So please find the total commission and then display its value. Just do it now. 5 minutes. Okay นะครับ so when you are asked to find a measure called total commission in here นะครับ we have to calculate from the sum of the commission amount, the total of the column commission amount, or we have to use the sum function นะครับ so in this one it means that we have to create a new column, a new measure นะครับ so in this one นะครับ when we create a new measure I go to table tools นะครับ and click new measure นะครับ once I click new measure already นะครับ I name it as total commission, right? I have to name it as total commission นะครับ after that I just put the function นะครับ I just put the function sum นะครับ and then I just like sum the commission amount นะครับ I have to sum the commission amount in the orders detail table นะครับ is here and then close the parenthesis, press enter นะครับ after that นะครับ you can see that we have the total commission measure comes here already นะครับ but the way in order to show the total commission you have to just like use the you have to use the card to display this value นะครับ to display this value. Okay. The thing is that okay, if you have just one value you just use card, but if you want to display many values at a time you use multi-row card นะครับ this one we just use card only นะครับ because we have just one value that is commission amount ครับ after that you go to orders detail table, click on commission amount นะครับ then you can see that the commission amount here is shown as 13.54k dollars นะครับ for the commission amount นะครับ okay, so up to this point do you have any questions ครับ for the basic functions in the measure นะครับ okay, so yes, let me see commission rate. The commission rate, Pakjira, you said that you want to see commission rate. The commission rate here นะครับ we use this one 0.01 here นะครับ by relate the values from commission rate in orders table นะครับ actually the original value of the commission rate I store in the orders table here นะครับ the commission rate here is 0.01 นะครับ I create a column called commission rate นะครับ as 0.01. After that I relate to the table orders detail นะครับ and the commission rate is here. I use the related functions. Okay, the next one นะครับ after we have the total commission amount measure already, the next thing นะครับ is that we can also use like the measure to calculate the average นะครับ min or max value as well นะครับ so in this one suppose I want to see the average นะครับ I want to see the average values นะครับ or average commission rate. What am I going to do นะครับ for the average commission rate you have to think first average commission rate for the whole table you have just one value, so you don't create a column for sure, because column will create like if you have like 2,000 rows it will create 2,000 different values, but the average just one value only, so we have to create measure. So when you create measure นะครับ we go to tables, new measure, and after that นะครับ this one if I name it as the what to say average underscore commission underscore measure นะครับ so in this one นะครับ suppose I name it as average commission measure นะครับ okay. Normally most of the time นะครับ when I create the measure I have a word or a term measure in its name as well นะครับ because I mean like when I just like scroll นะครับ in the navigation panel on the right hand side I will see that it is a measure นะครับ because otherwise if I see columns and measures, I don't know which one is column, which one is measure, especially when I would like to have a glance นะครับ I just like sometimes I can't remember the icon that represents measure or column. Then I might use the word measure to be added in the name of this in the name of this table. After that นะครับ I say that when I want to use the average, then I have to use average function นะครับ average function is here. So I just double click on average function and then I just choose the column that I would like to find the average. In here is a commission นะครับ amount in the orders detail. So I use average นะครับ of the commission amount and then I press enter. You can see that once I get the average commission amount already, once again, the only way to display the commission amount is through the visualization นะครับ I go to create another card นะครับ and then I choose average commission measure นะครับ Okay, you can see that in here it shows the average commission measure as 6.29 นะครับ as 6.29. Once we have the average values like this already นะครับ what else can we do with the measure นะครับ you can also use max function min function from the measure as well นะครับ in order to create max or min function max or min values or minimum values in the measure, we do the same thing นะครับ we just click table tools and then click new measure. And when you have the formula bar, just type นะครับ if you want max you just type max นะครับ and then you just like follow by the field name นะครับ or column name นะครับ for example if you want to see that okay who receive นะครับ or which order receive the maximum commission amount นะครับ okay then I just type order detail commission amount in here and then I close the parenthesis. In this one นะครับ if you want to see maximum commission amount I want to use card to display again and it goes to commission amount hang on. In this one I forget to rename it นะครับ in here I can see the formula here as well. In this one นะครับ I may just like rename it here นะครับ I may rename it here. I said that I call it as max commission amount measure and then I click on it. You can see that the max commission amount is 158 นะครับ dollars and 10 cents นะครับ okay min for minimum function we do the same thing as max นะครับ so in this one you can see that for the measure normally we use it to find the sum นะครับ max min average standard deviation or like some other functions that will calculate just one value นะครับ for the whole table นะครับ apart from this one นะครับ you can also find out นะครับ you can also find out the values from the calculation in measure as well นะครับ so let me just rename the commission amount a bit here. I will rename this measure as total commission amount นะครับ okay so that it will be matched with the total VAT amount. I rename it ครับ I name it as total commission amount นะครับ okay so right now you have total VAT amount and total commission amount already. What are we going to do next? The next thing I'm going to find out นะครับ I'm going to find out the sum of these two values นะครับ you can see that because these two values นะครับ total VAT amount and total commission amount they are measures. If you want to add these two values together you can't use column นะครับ you have to use another measure to add these two values because once you add these two values together you get another value นะครับ so you can't fill up these values in every single rows or every single records นะครับ in the table but you just have like one value only it is 88.61k plus 13.54k something like that นะครับ so in this one I'll just like sum these two values together so the way in order to do is that I go back to the table once again ครับ after that I just create a measure here นะครับ in the order detail table I click a new measure นะครับ and then suppose why do I have to add those two values together because I want to know that these are amount of money that I have to pay นะครับ suppose I call it as total cost total payment total payment นะครับ when I create a measure called total payment already นะครับ I want to refer to other two measure that I created before นะครับ the first one is the total commission นะครับ once I start typing นะครับ total commission you can see that it shows นะครับ in the list that this is the measure that I can refer นะครับ and use in this new measure I have total commission plus นะครับ I want to plus with the total VAT amount you can see that in the measure like this you cannot add a column because as I told you this one you add just like the things that you do is that you just like do or handle with one values only while the nature of the column they have like multiple values for example if I say that I want to sum with the the net sales you can see that because net sales if I type net it doesn't work because net sales you have like in this case we have 2,155 values you cannot add into this measure directly นะครับ if you would like to add with the whole column's value you have to create a new measure for the total net sale first to be added with this measure นะครับ okay so right now we add total commissions and total VAT amount together already once we just press enter this measure is created and call it as total payment นะครับ total payment in here so we go back to the report view once again นะครับ and then I'm going to create a new card นะครับ to show that values นะครับ to show that values that is total payment นะครับ so that means the total payment here come from total VAT amount plus the total commission amount นะครับ this is what we want to have like this นะครับ right okay so up to this point do you have any questions ครับ so right now you can see that we can handle measures and columns in Power BI already นะครับ so you may be able to use the information that you have นะครับ from the data that you get into Power BI together with like these columns and measures already นะครับ the next thing that I want you to do นะครับ I want you to work with your team นะครับ with your team okay so what are we going to do this one I just like upload it on our e-learning already นะครับ so you can see that in here it's in the Power BI part you see team assignment Power BI number 1 you just click there นะครับ this is the file that I just like as the requirement that I want you to do นะครับ so in this one นะครับyou have time until this coming Friday นะครับ before midnight นะครับ if you want to get the extra credit you may be able to do that นะครับ so what is this one นะครับ so I want you to use our current file ABC transaction file นะครับ to show this data นะครับ to show this data number one นะครับ I want you to have to consider the three columns order date required date and ship date นะครับ if I go to this one นะครับ I go to order okay you can see that we have three columns order date required date and ship date here consider these three columns นะครับ 1.1 นะครับ I want you and your team to discuss and find a function นะครับ to show the average waiting days นะครับ maximum waiting days on the report screen นะครับ 1.2 I want you to show the average duration of required days นะครับ maximum required days when compared to the order date on the report screen นะครับ after that นะครับ I want you to do the next thing I want you to visualize different numbers of order from each country นะครับ from each country so that means you have to just like find out that each country how many orders that the customer order from you นะครับ so in this one นะครับ order from each country นะครับ which column that you have to use นะครับ for each country number of order from each country I want you to use the shipping address นะครับ or ship country that we separated before นะครับ this is the ship country please use this one to visualize different numbers of order from each country นะครับ number 3 compare the total revenue นะครับ obtained from Manjimap dried apples Philo mix and Perth pastries นะครับ where are they Manjimap dry apples Philo mix and Perth pastries they are the products นะครับ they are the products so in here นะครับ okay it's in product name so Manjimap is here Manjimap dried apples นะครับ just like try to create and compare the revenue that you get from Manjimap dried apples because there will be lots of order Manjimap dry apples here นะครับ do the same thing with Philo mix and Perth pastries which one is more which one is less you decide by your own นะครับ discuss with your team which visualization should be good to compare these total revenue นะครับ and after that the last thing that I want นะครับ is that I ask you that which suppliers นะครับ that ABC company orders the most นะครับ which supplier that ABC company order the most I want you to visualize into aspects or into things quantity and price นะครับ because I mean like some of the supplier we order lots of items นะครับ but the price is cheaper นะครับ for example if you say that we order like 1 million items นะครับ but the price per one item is just like 20 cents only that means the price that you have to pay is just like $200,000 only compare with another supplier you may purchase for 10 items but each item costs you around like $100,000 that means the total price that you pay is $1 million so in terms of price supplier B we purchase it more than supplier A but in terms of quantity we purchase 200,000 items from supplier A then supplier A we order in terms of quantity is more than supplier B something like that I want you to discuss with your team which visualize นะครับ which visualization is better to show these นะครับ comparisons นะครับ for suppliers that they purchase the most that we purchase the most นะครับ okay So that means you have to use like many tables, the columns from many tables to do this one นะครับ okay right okay then นะครับ class this one I want you to just like discuss with your team นะครับ and prepare the Power BI file for me นะครับ just a little bit more นะครับ that I want you to do before I just let you do with your team นะครับ is that from the ABC transaction files นะครับ you my suggestion is that you may copy this you may copy this file นะครับ ABC sales in here นะครับ and do all the assignments in here นะครับ it might be just like another separated file from like the file that we use every day นะครับ so because of what you can see that the file right now that we have นะครับ we have so many columns we have so many measures that it might make you confused นะครับ you may re-download the file นะครับ like ABC sales that is the Excel file and do it at once again so that the Power BI file will be clean enough in order to just like do these extra point assignment นะครับ okay right okay up to this point do you have any question ครับ okay so if you don't have any question นะครับ I'll do like this I will let you discuss with your team นะครับ when we still have time so I'll finish the class earlier so that you can just like discuss with your team นะครับ you can discuss with your team um, and after that นะครับ we will see each other again on next Monday นะครับ so on next Monday I think because actually for the Power BI we have just like some of the functions more that I will just like go to teach you and some techniques in order to get the files and after that we will just like have the practicing of the Power BI นะครับ okay right okay then everyone up to this point if you don't have any questions นะครับ so please turn on your camera ครับ it just won't be long นะครับ โซชนาการธนาพรนะครับกฤตวัฒน์วัชราพรนะครับ and Avika please turn on your camera ครับธนาพรวัชราพรกฤตวัฒน์ครับ please turn on your camera ครับโอเคโอเคครับวัชราพรwhat you cannot open ครับ your camera or the file or what ครับวัชราพรokay no problem ครับ because at least I just like see that you have the icon and your name here okay but everyone นะครับ please make sure that before the final exam นะครับ all the camera must be fixed นะครับ because if you can't turn on the camera while you are having the exam นะครับ the proctor will not allow you to just like take that exam because we will have the proctor to help as well นะครับ everyoneโอเคครับ everyone นะครับ please spend your time to discuss with your team นะครับ once you finish นะครับ one team one submission for me only นะครับ one team one submission for me only นะครับ but I would like every of you นะครับ to have that copy of file because the style of the exam will be like this I give you the data and then I ask you to do to find like to create some measures, to create some columns, to find the difference, something like that. Namarata, it's due on this Friday before midnight ครับ due on this Friday before midnight นะครับ because on next week we are going to have the new extra assignment ครับโอเคโอเคนะครับ everyone if you don't have any question now นะครับ you have a nice day นะครับ just like discuss with your team how do you gonna do that one okay oh let me think like this because I think this weekends I have to go to MUAC open house anyway I don't have the time to check for you I extend the time for you until Sunday night before midnight นะครับ the deal will be Sunday night before midnight นะครับ so that you can have the time to do with your teammates นะครับ just in case that during the weekdays you don't have the time นะครับโอเคครับ everyone นะครับบายบายนะครับ have a nice day and see you on this see you on next Monday ครับ bye take care and stay safe นะครับ everyone bye bye